So I had an allergic reaction to some type of product that I was using, and I want to get into why you need to be careful about what you are putting on your face. So back in October, I was at dinner with my partner, and I all of a sudden started getting hives. And actually, this wasn't the first time I received hives or started producing hives. So I knew I needed to get home because I didn't have any of the medicine I needed, right? I'd just taken over the counter, like Benadryl and like an allergy medicine, and it always goes down. But this was a recent occurrence. I really hadn't had any interactions really with medications, very limited interactions with medications, no interactions with like fragrances or other beauty products, and really no interactions with skincare routines. And the honest truth about that is a couple of years ago, I went to a dermatologist, and she said that you have mild acne and that can be contained if you do the Dove Beauty Soap. You use a face wash. Panoxyl was what she recommended, the lower dosage. And you moisturize and you use sunscreen. I promise you that that is what is cleared up my skin. I decided that I was going to become an influencer, and I got in the race of I want to get as much free product as possible. Everybody has different skin types, and so I didn't realize that it was possible for me, even though I had been using the same skincare routine, the same products across the years, I could either have an allergy that I was not aware of, or I could develop an allergy from using different types of actives in skincare products. So I would just, number one, be very careful about what you are putting on your skin. And I mean, guys, I was getting, maybe at one time I had like 12 products in rotation. It was odd because I could not even figure out what was causing the hives. I thought it was maybe something I was eating. I was like, am I developing a shellfish allergy? But I began eliminating things out of my routine. I began eliminating skincare products. I began eliminating food products. Began eliminating medications. I went and saw my dermatologist. One night, maybe like 2 weeks ago, I went out to an event and I wore makeup. And this time, I had that same allergic reaction, and I noticed that I was having the reaction around my eye, but I was also developing hives on my body. So I was just like, okay, because I shot a makeup tutorial for New Year's Eve, and I used some of the similar products, and I did not break out. What I did was I went through those products, and I don't want to disparage a brand because I am not certain. I have a follow-up appointment with my dermatologist where we're going to discuss. I told you I thought it was the medication. I don't think it's the medication. I have these two makeup products that have these two ingredients in them, and I think that's what's causing me to break out. I'm going to see if we can do some testing so I can know exactly what the ingredient is. I narrowed it down, the two products that I had used right in October that I had a reaction with, and then the products that in the following months to come I was still interchanging them, and I was still having hives. I started with 3 products, and then I put them all into ChatGPT, and I was like, do these products have any allergy causing ingredients that people are aware of? And so I put the first 2 products together. Do they have any overlapping ingredients? And I was shocked to see ChatGPT literally told me this eyeshadow palette and this concealer both have mica in them, and they also have a iron oxide ingredient, that both of those ingredients by themselves can cause some people to have allergic reactions. So then I started putting in the skincare products that I was using as well, and none of the skincare products had any allergens in them. And so I was like, okay. And it's funny because I like a blush that I received from the company that produced the eye palette. I don't have any reaction because I wore that blush before with no reaction. And again, guys, number one, I'm not an expert in this, so I don't want to be spouting off things that could be untrue as I'm working to figure out what this allergic reaction is. But also, too, until I truly know what it is, this is all just me speculating what was causing me to have that allergic reaction. So ultimately, what I will say is, and the moral of this story is that if you're going to be trying different skincare products, if you are not aware of certain allergies that you may have to ingredients, or the combination of active ingredients, it's important to swatch them, do a swatch test. So I do that now with every product that I get. I swatch it on my hand, I give it a couple of hours. If I don't get hives or irritation, then it's safe to, I'm assuming that it's safe to put on my face or on my body. If I do, then I'm making a list of it because I want to come back to it and figure out what is that ingredient that is causing me to have some type of allergic reaction. The second thing is you really want to talk to your dermatologist. Talk to somebody who is licensed. Hey, I see these people on the internet, their skin looks fabulous. I'm doing a great job with my skin right now, but again, I'm not an expert. I can't give you a skincare routine. I can tell you what works for me. If you are aware of what those ingredients are that cause you to have skin reactions, then it's easier for you to say, okay, I know this may work for me, or I need to avoid that, it may not work for me. Once I figured out from ChatGPT what those two ingredients were, I love this company so much because the skincare is fostered or created with science. It's backed by science. And I am a partner with Paula's Choice. This is not a paid video. Once I determined about the mica and the iron oxide ingredients, I went to the Paula's Choice website to see if any of the skincare that I had been sent caused me to have, well, not caused me to have a reaction, but had those ingredients in the products. And they did not. So it makes sense why I was using the recommended skincare routine that I received from my individual private consultation from Paula's Choice. None of those ingredients caused me to break out. So yeah, I really just wanted to put this video out because I saw there was a young lady on TikTok who she was using, it was a skincare tool, and it caused her to have a severe response. I've had my own interactions with having products that have ingredients that I developed an allergic reaction to, and I was not thinking about it at all. So make sure that you're swatching the products before you go and do a full dive, and swatch it somewhere, like not on your face, but swatch it on your body and see if you have some type of reaction to it. If you do have a reaction, seek medical attention. Talk to a dermatologist, get help from a professional. And then finally, once you are aware and you've been working with that professional and you're able to identify what those things are that may be causing that reaction, then you need to do some research and become aware of, okay, are there any other products in my skincare routine, in my makeup routine that could be causing that sort of reaction? And if there is, figure out what those products are and figure out a way to supplement them to get the results that you want. But also just become knowledgeable about what those ingredients are and figure out why they are causing that reaction or why they are used, so that even if you don't see it in the ingredients list, if there is a substitute for it, you'll know. If certain products, let's say concealers, in order to have this luminous appearance, you have to include this ingredient or an ingredient similar to it. So I know that if I'm getting luminous concealers, I need to make sure that oxides aren't included in this product. because I could have an allergic reaction. Alright, so this video has gone long enough. This is Ocasio. If you found anything in this video helpful, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am hoping to grow as an influencer and build this community. Until the next one, see you guys.